Let us come back to the next topic, very important tester, chromyl chloride tester, because they are using practical work. It is to identifying the qualitative analysis of chloride. I mean chloride ion identification. Conformity test of the chloride ion conformity test. When you add a chromyl chloride test, potassium dichromate to be added to the, whatever the zinc, magnesium chloride or calcium chloride will be provided in your exam. You take the test tube and adding the potassium dichromate, when you immediately adding with a few drops of sulfuric acid, immediately will get a reddish orange vapor will become. So it is very, very poisonous one. Immediately we should throw into the zinc and then wash it out immediately, because it spread out the poisonous gas all around. So that is the conformity test of chloride test. Chloride test is of identifying whether chlorine is present in particular salt or not. So that is called detection of Cl minus in a qualitative analysis. In this chromyl chloride test, the reddish brown vapor will comes out. That is the important thing by getting 1 mark. Reddish brown vapor will comes out when you add a potassium dichromate with the sulfuric acid. So let us see the statement. You should write statement when potassium dichromate is treated with the sodium chloride or potassium chloride content, any chloride content salt, potassium chloride or sodium chloride or silver chloride or magnesium chloride or calcium chloride, potassium dichromate with the salt in presence of H2SO4, it gives a reddish brown vapor will comes out. So that is called as a chromyl chloride. Because of reddish brown vapor is formation of chromyl chloride, it produces that salt containing chloride. Now let us see the reaction. K2Cr2O7 plus KCl, one of the salt of chlorine, and sulfuric acid H2SO4 will give H plus and HSO4 minus. We'll see here this potassium are combined with the HS bisulfate HSO4 minus, it forms potassium bisulfate. And hydrogen is left out and oxygen is there, it forms a water. Then here chromium is there and oxygen is there. So chromium, oxygen combined with the chlorine, it forms a chromyl chloride. So here CrO2Cl2 is called as a chromyl chloride. Chromium and oxygen, combines with chlorine, it forms chromyl chloride. CrO2Cl2 chromyl chloride. CrO2Cl2 chromyl chloride, reddish brown vapor. Reddish brown vapor you are getting alone. Suppose if you made mistake here, if you write reddish brown vapor, you will get at least 1 mark. For the statement, you will get a 1 mark. Only for the equation, you are getting 1 mark with the balanced equation. So chromyl chloride, CrO2Cl2, reddish brown vapor. Again, I'm saying, at least remember this color. You will answer even for a 1 mark. Following chlorides does not respond to the chromyl chloride test, one of the question. So which are the chlorides? Mercurous chloride, Hg2Cl2 is a more covalent. And auric chloride, silver chloride, lead chloride, and antimony chloride and stannous chloride does not undergo chromyl chloride because of more covalent character. So let us see the next topic. The equivalent mass of potassium dichromate. So in this potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7 with sulfuric acid, it forms two different metals are there. So it forms potassium sulfate and chromium sulfate. Hydrogen, oxygen is there. It forms water. This is the way to find out. Clear cut. You should have only one salt is there. Mineral is there. That is sulfate with the potassium sulfate. Another metal is chromium. It forms chromium sulfate, chromium 3 sulfate, because this is valency is +6, so it has a +3 valency, and hydrogen and oxygen without the water. So in order to calculate the equivalent mass, the formula is molecular mass by number of electrons, mm molecular mass, or mm very easy to remember, that's what I have written, mm molecular mass by number of electrons. That's what I said in previous balancing equations. in the particular equation, number of electrons are involved in the equation is very, very important for the calculation of equivalent mass. In chromium, Cr2O7 2 minus, and chromium 3 plus is there, means here 2 plus 6 valency and here plus 3 valency. The difference is 3. We should put a higher oxidation number side 3 electrons in order to balance chromium. Here 2 chromium and we should add 2. So multiply by 2, we will get a 6 electrons. So number of electrons is 6. So mm is the molecular mass of the potassium dichromate, but number of electrons is 6. Molecular mass mm or molecular weight. So that is 6. So 294 is the molecular weight of potassium dichromate and the number of electrons is 6. So we'll get a 49. So equivalent mass of potassium permanganate is 49. Thanks for watching, students. Please, sorry. One more, we will just explain this color changes. When ammonium dichromate is heated, slightly it decomposes to form green solid. When ammonium chloride is heated slightly, it decomposes to form green solid of Cr2O3, N2 and water. So ammonium dichromate, NH4 twice, Cr2O7. Unheated, it forms a chromium oxide. So Cr2O3 green color solid and nitrogen and water. It looks like a volcano. It is for a exhibition and all you can do, make as a clay as a mountain and then put ammonium dichromate and just heat it up. You will get a form, fumes of solids will come when you add a small amount of sulfuric acid and fumes also will become so. Just like a volcano, you can imagine that. That also we can play in exhibitions. So water vapor blow that the green color Cr2O3 into air. Thanks for watching the students.